Hi, this is Doug Johnson again with JesusHasAPlan.com. And again, today we're talking about Matthew chapter 8. We're excited to spend a few minutes with you and talk about these great verses about Jesus' ministry while he was here on earth. We've been talking about the book of Matthew. We've been Matthew 5, 6, and 7. We've gone through that, the Sermon on the Mount. Now we've started seeing, really basically what Jesus' ministry is and how he started this. And we just left Peter's house. And so let's see what happens next. Matthew 8:18 is where we're reading. Now when Jesus saw the great multitudes about him, he gave the commandment to depart to the other side. And a certain scribe came and said to him, Master, I will follow you wherever you go. And Jesus said to him, Foxes have holes, and birds of the air have nests, but the Son of Man, that's Jesus, the Son of Man, has not where to lay his head. Another disciple said to him, Lord, suffer me first to go bury my father. Let me go bury my father. And Jesus said to him, Follow me, and let the dead bury the dead. Well, let's talk about that for a second. Sounds pretty rough. Let the dead bury the dead. Why wouldn't you want someone to go bury their father? Well, probably the reality was his father hadn't died yet. So basically this person was saying, I'll go with you, I'll follow you, but let me go and wait for my father to pass away so that I inherit my fortune from my family. And then I'll come and follow you. And Jesus rebuked him right there and said, no, that's not where your focus should be. A scribe was one of the professionals, the religious professionals of the time. And he came to Jesus and said, I'll follow you. And Jesus says to him, you have a great life, but I don't have, foxes have a hole to live in. Birds have a nest. I don't have any place to go. Is that really what you want? See, this is kind of the way we look at things. We very casually say we're going to do things. It's easy to start. It's more difficult to finish, isn't it? I'm reminded of the story of Gary Player, great golf professional from South Africa, and he would practice and was one of the world's top players, and the gallery would follow him, and people would say to him every time he went out in public, boy, I sure wish I could play like you. One day he was having a particularly difficult day. Things weren't going the way he had hoped they would go, probably. And usually Gary, who was very gracious, turned to this person who had casually said, I sure wish I could play like you, turned to him and said very abruptly, you don't wish that. If that's what you really wanted, you'd get up at 5 o'clock in the morning and get out every day and hit practice balls until your hands start bleeding. Then go into the clubhouse, tape them up, and come out and hit more balls. That's how you get to be as good as me. See, we don't like that. We like to watch the football games on Sunday or the basketball games and watch these guys do amazing things and say, well, we can do that. But those people have dedicated, the Olympic gold medalists, they have dedicated their life to this. And that's what Jesus is talking about here. You want to follow me? It takes resolve, is the word I'll use. It takes discipline. It takes an ability on your part to say, more than anything else in the world, I want to follow Jesus. Now, Jesus rewards you for doing that. He blesses you beyond what you can even imagine, not only in this life, but in the life to come. There's a link right below this video that talks about how to be a friend with Jesus. This is a serious conversation. This has your entire eternity in this decision. And Jesus wants to have a plan, wants to have a relationship with you, and has a wonderful plan for your life. Go to that link today and find out what it takes to be a friend with Jesus. This is Doug Johnson with JesusHasAPlan.com. Thanks for stopping by today.